Streetbeefs Scrapyard. We ain't gotta act hard. Sasquatch back, y'all. We flipping like a flashcard. Guns down, gloves up, or shut up. That part. Guns down, gloves up, or shut up. That part. Streetbeefs Scrapyard. We ain't gotta act hard. Sasquatch back, y'all. We flipping like a flashcard. Guns down, gloves up, or shut up. That part. Guns down, gloves up, or shut up. That part.
What's going on, everybody? Fire Chicken here at the Scrapyard. We got Scrap Talk tonight. How's everybody doing tonight?
What's good?
Doing
Viking
good.
Warrior.
Good.
Viking Warrior in the building.
So y'all, LB3.
Hey, sorry guys, I completely spaced it. I was like outside.
Yeah, where were you, Steve?
Stuff, and it's a nice day out.
Beautiful day.
Oh, got business to do.
You didn't even introduce yourself. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah,
I did. I said crazy legs, fool. I said
I
crazy
did not
legs.
hear that. I didn't hear it
either.
I didn't hear it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Gotta hit the replay. Anyway, before we start shit, I have a fight coming up. I posted it like a few minutes ago, an hour ago. Who's coming?
Yeah.
May 11th. It's in Auburn. Who's coming?
You said May 11th?
May 11th?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Give me tickets.
Yeah.
I'll come
Yeah,
support.
let me know.
For sure.
Yeah.
Let me know. Give me a link to tickets and stuff, and let's get a group going.
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure. Like,
support.
and look at this. Look at my team jersey. Look at my team jersey.
Oh yeah.
I saw you sparring in it the other day.
Nice.
Yeah, like my coach is putting down some work with the fucking jerseys and our like workout stuff like that. Like he made a whole ass marketplace of just like a team shit.
You got a promo for that? You got a promo for that event yet?
The event by itself, like it's pretty lax. Like all I have is just that flyer that I posted.
Yeah, let's share the flyer next time we're on.
Who's putting it on?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's the promoter?
It's Redemption Cage.
Okay.
Like from what I hear, it's a bunch of like old people running it, so they're not really technical inclined with like technology and shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, like for sure, like he's my guy. Like I said, my coach made my logo. It's like he's just putting down work and shit. Like,
nice.
Check him out too. But no, come to that fight. I'll send you guys the link and tickets soon.
I like that logo he made.
Yeah, like he surprised me. All he did was just, like he asked me some questions, like, "Oh, what's your favorite color? What's so and so?" I'm like this and that, and all of a sudden, just like in the morning, woke up to it. I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. Like,
Yeah,
I rock with it. Like, I might put that shit on my back. You never know. But let's get back to business. What are we starting with?
Put it on your ass.
With everybody. So let's go with you, Viking. What's new?
I'm doing great, man. And it just keep my kids active. They both fight in Bremerton this weekend on Saturday.
Oh yeah.
So So
what events?
Go ahead. I guess it's Bremerton boxing. I don't know exactly all the info. That's why I don't want to talk too much about it. But I know it's in Bremerton, and I know it's Saturday. That's all I know right now.
Okay.
I'll find out the info. I'll let you know. But yeah, besides that, man, just been working hard, taking care of the family. My wife preggo, so my wife about to pop in a couple months, so we're just getting ready for that. We've been doing some spring cleaning, getting the house all ready, you know what I'm saying? Baby proof and shit. That's the hard part. Baby proof and shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember going through that.
Summer baby.
Man, yeah. This is my first summer baby out of all my six other kids is all like November through February. So now I finally got a summer baby like me because I'm a summer baby.
Nice.
I'm with it.
So
I love it.
What do you guys have? You guys having boy, girl?
A baby girl.
Baby girl.
Yep. Kalia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you say her name? What did you say her name was?
Kalia.
Kalia?
Yeah, Kalia.
Kalia.
We're just keeping the K's. We got a lot of K's, and my wife's a K, so Just all cake. No.
That's wild.
None of that.
I actually got a little cousin. Her name is Kalia.
Yeah, that's a popular name. I heard Flex's daughter's name that too. So
I gotta tell you something later. Viking, about that name.
All right.
Which is wild.
You got good memories with that name. Okay. We might have to change the name. I might have to change that name. I told my wife. But yeah, besides that, man, life
Warrior and Crazy Legs from Free Smoke.
Oh yep. Shout out everybody watching, man. Yeah.
He's putting work. Like this.
Yeah. Free Smoke been doing his thing, man. Keep it up, baby.
He's representing the US.
Yes, sir. What about you, Lynn?
Oh, just same old, man. We just had I just came from track practice, so since we started track, pushing it pretty close to getting on the show, but I'm like right there. I get home right at like 5 minutes to 6. So I'm running in the door, doing, getting set up and going. But yeah, track practice today. We're getting ready. We got 2 weeks to metros and, just trying to get my guys to understand what we talk about when we like I do a lot of freshmen. They don't know what like increasing turnover speed is. They're like, what is that? And how we do it. And so just today we working on turning the corners, bending corners, and running the corner to 200 and 400 corners. But nothing much, the same old stuff, man.
I don't know that. What is that?
Huh?
The increased turnover speed. Like, I don't even know that. Like, I did track for like 5 years. I don't even know that shit.
Well, some people will work acceleration drills by running short distances, and so turnover speed is the movement between 1 foot, the knee raising, and then landing. So that point of bringing the knee up and then driving that foot in the ground, and we can increase that by working different movements, like making sure our foot's at a dorsal flex and whatnot. So
yeah, okay, I got you.
Mostly the term is used for like people that are hurdling though or something. So we use a lot. Yeah. So turnovers in between hurdles, but
okay, I got you.
But nothing much, man. Football stuff. We're prepping for the spring ball coming up in June. Yeah.
Nice.
What's up with you?
What about you, Steve? Go fried chicken.
Steve? Lay there, Steve.
It's been nice out, been kidnapping the kiddos after school and taking them for hikes, making them get out and do something. I need to get out too and do something. So it's a good family exercise, make a lunch, head out. We went today, went out to Bremerton to some waterfalls yesterday. So yeah, that's been fun.
Nice.
We had our event last weekend, so I've been busy editing fights every day since then.
Yeah. Busy man.
What else? Already putting stuff together for like the next event. I got a lady that wants to come out and fight she's fought actually in the scrapyard, or I mean not scrapyard, but the West Coast in the OG yard. And it's Silent but Deadly. She's coming out next month to fight, and I'm giving her Volkova. So that should be a good matchup. And I believe I got a couple other females that want to fight next month too. So yeah. See,
that's cool, man. That's what's up. So she's gonna fight in all the yards then, huh? She just gotta go to Texas now.
Yeah, all of them.
You guys ready for me fight what's his fucking name?
King Kai?
Yeah, King Kai. That is his fucking
name.
I
didn't find out about this till today.
We've been talking about that shit for months, Steve. What do you mean?
Okay, I forgot. You know how my memory
what happened?
My memory.
Hold on, what happened?
I'm fighting King Kai.
When?
Next month.
At the scrapyard?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
In what? In what art?
Are we making this a title fight? Kickboxing?
Kickboxing.
It's kickboxing?
Who's got the 170 title?
No one does.
Nobody.
No one has a title. No one has a title in kickboxing.
Jabberwocky had it.
No.
I'm gonna be like 150. I'm gonna like 155 then. So I
The
have to
last
be like
person
the
that
title
had
for
it
like
was
160, 155.
the last person.
Jabberwocky had it.
No, Montu had it last.
No, that was 155. He beat Crazy.
Oh, was it 155?
Yeah.
No, I didn't fight Jabberwocky. I didn't
No,
fight
no.
Jabberwocky.
Jabberwocky got the
He
170.
did.
Mantu
Okay.
got the 155.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
so you
yeah,
know more
yeah.
shit than I do. Fuck.
You know what I'm saying? This my shit. It's like your shit. It's my shit too.
Either way, you guys can fight for it because Jabberwocky hasn't been here in like a year. So if he wants to come
Yeah.
back,
I'm
he
not
can
going to be
fight whoever
170.
has the belt.
He's not going to be 170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can win it back. I mean, you know.
Crazy's fight. What are you going to fight at, Crazy? Like 160 then?
Yeah, it has to be like 160, 155 because like I'm cutting down to 155 for my fight for May 11th. So I'm not just going to gain all that weight for no reason.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Like,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna be,
blow
like,
right back
cruising.
up, right? Right after the fight, you're gonna blow right back up.
Hey, you shut your ass. I'm not gonna blow
But
up.
you're
If summer's
fighting
coming,
after.
I'm gonna keep that body.
Okay.
I'm losing
Keep it around
weight.
for the
I'm
summer.
gonna keep that weight loss. I'm gonna keep that weight loss because summer's coming. You know, like here's the goal. Cut weight for the fight, then just keep that body.
So
I'm ready.
damn, that's a super fight though. I mean, that's two big names out here.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
Should be fun.
Yeah, that is gonna be
I
good.
already know he'll kill me in MMA, so I'm not trying to fucking do that. I'm not trying to do all that shit. So
he's pretty
I
good.
was
on
talking
the
to
ground.
Steve. I was talking to Steve about it today, and I was just like, dude, we got this fight now, and Crazy confirmed it. So let's make it happen next month. Steve was like, yeah, let's go.
yeah,
it's an exciting one.
it's in the talks for a while. I don't see how you can remember.
Yeah, well, we can talk about him while we talking about him. Man, his boxing match was really good at his last event.
Yeah.
He had a taller, bigger guy, and he didn't show no scariness. You know what I'm saying? He did smart. You know what I'm saying? Smart boxing. And
his opponent now, let me tell you a little bit. I reached into him, got a little bit, and got some of his background. He has fought amateur fights. He has like 5 amateur fights in coming out of New York, and he hasn't fought in quite a while, like 8 years. Started when he was like 14. He said a year.
Yeah, he said a year in his video.
Okay, yeah, it's been a while, he said, and then he hasn't had no fights here, so we thought, why not, right? With King Ty's experience in New York, and then this guy's boxing experience, plus his feet. The guy, when we were looking at guys for matchups, one of the things we started doing last week was we look at the paperwork and then we call both guys over and kind of get a visual of who are we putting with who. So we knew he was taller, but we looked at things like his feet were, he had a bigger foot. He looked a little bit like he needed to get his cardio up, and it was some things there. So we were like, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got somebody in the back that wants to come on.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do this last week, but we didn't reach out to the person to make the arrangements. So we have that individual in the back. Trying not to give anything away, So I'll let you head this, Len. We'll jump into this.
Dope. You want to bring him on? Let's go ahead and bring on our host, and then we'll talk about what this is or what our guest. Hey, what's up, Anomaly? Are you there? Can you hear us?
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah. Looks like he's frozen.
Oh man.
We lost him.
Technical difficulty on his end, I think.
I'll bring him back when he comes back on screen.
Okay.
Done.
There was another match that I did want to talk about. So I was at the mall the other day and I ran into Nordic Uso. For those of you that are watching that don't know who he is, he's a scrapyard fighter. He primarily does jiu-jitsu matches out here, but he actually had a really epic fight with Epic Tan for a Muay Thai title, 205. But he's been fighting amateur now for ever since then, and he said that he wanted to run. He wanted a match against El Matador.
Can you hear me?
Hey,
we got you.
Hey,
how you doing? How you doing, Anomaly?
Oh my gosh. Hey, congratulations, Steve.
How you doing?
bringing another one of them into the world. Another fighter coming in the world there, T.
Oh yeah, you know it. You know how I get down. I'm a baby
Yeah.
making machine.
Yeah.
Hey man, we just wanted to bring you on, man, to congratulate you, bro.
Oh, thanks.
We're go ahead. We're real thankful.
We're all part of this thing together. So Ron, coach or anomaly coach Ron, referee Ron, and all the good stuff, man. For all the things that you do at the Scrapyard to help out the Scrapyard and your devotion and loyalty to helping us run such a great community. We wanted to make sure that we brought you on this event. We wanted to get you, or this episode, wanted to get you on last episode and honor you as a certified official certificate of honor. So you are our honored guest today, and we want to present you with an award.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we appreciate what you do, man. We wanted to get some feedback from you a little bit, let you kind of talk about your experience with the yard, but we'll let everybody speak to you individually and give their own personal thank yous. Go ahead, Viking.
But first we're gonna run this film for you, man. We want you to see something real quick. Go ahead.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Like Lynn said, man, we appreciate all you do for us, man, as fighters, as a coach, as a ref. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely look out for everybody, and you definitely do your best to put your best foot forward and to spread your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And you're appreciated at the Scrapyard for sure for that.
Well, thank you very much. I just try to keep everybody safe as a ref and try to keep everything fair as possible. You know, I don't see everything, but I try to focus on stuff that I do.
Yeah, you keep getting better, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, you're very knowledgeable when it comes to combat sports. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing all different things. So at the end of the day, you know, you come in and you definitely, you know, suppress, you know, you definitely show your knowledge, and you show that, you know, that you're here for the sport.
Yeah. Well, you know, I know what it's like. You know, there was a time in my life where I was having hardships too, you know, and I think martial arts brought me through a lot of stuff. You know, I can say it saved my life, you know, and it's not like I had to defend myself against some attacker, and I had to defend myself against me, you know. When I've been out of shape and get back into martial arts, keeps me in shape. You know, there's all kinds of stuff that, you know, like 8 years ago, I was 240 plus and in a bad way, you know, and I got back into martial arts again. And here I am.
That's what's up, bro. I'm glad to hear that, because we all understand that, man. There's times where, you know, we're going hard, and then after a fight or something, we just take too much time off, or we just don't go back into, you know, doing what we was doing. And you know, for you to stay doing it at your age, we commend that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thanks, brother.
Yeah, I think
Inspiration too
to
many.
tap on that a little bit too, and we'll let Crazy and Fire Chicken get their comments in. But I think to tap on that, man, I think it's not just do you help everybody out there with giving them technique and coaching, but you're an inspiration to a lot of the guys that, like me, you know, I'm reaching 50, and I'm like, you know, if this guy's still doing it, and like you said, you cut a lot of weight, man, you know, and I look at myself, who's not a very big guy, but then I'm out of shape. I'm like, dude, you can do it. You know,
it's possible, man. Because one of the things, you know, I just want to keep that fire burning, keep the desire, you know, and that's one of the things, you know, I don't know who believes in here, but, you know, a little passage in there is the desires of your heart. Dad will give you the desires of your heart. And what that finally turned out to be for me is keeping the desire, because if you lose desire, you have the will to go on. And, you know,
right.
And I still got the fire burning, you know. I want to get out. I like to get in there. Kind of frustrated to ref sometimes, because when I see people doing stuff and I want to shout, I say, do this, do that. And do that. Just gotta keep it fair, you know.
Right.
Facts.
I know
Crazy, you
Thomas
got
probably gets
anything?
frustrated too when you're watching boxing and you see the guys do stuff. You think, man, you could easily avoid that or whatever.
Yeah, but then I watch my own fights and I humble myself. I'm like, damn, I don't even listen to my own advice. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you saying, Lynn?
It's just a great thing to be here, you know. I didn't think I was going to last very long after the first day I came out there and helped Steve put the mat down, and I cracked him in the knee with a chain. I thought, well, that's the end of that, you know. But he still kept me around, so it's It's been a pretty good ride.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I feel that. Did you see that? They're talking about you versus WA from the West Coast. That'd be a great Supermasters division fight.
Yeah, that'd be good. That's fight.
What do you think about that fight?
We're gonna bring him up to the yard.
Yeah, if he comes up, yeah, I'll take him.
Ron ain't traveling.
Yeah, like I don't mind going against. I mean, geez, I go against 20-something-year-old 230 plus at the gym all the time, you know, and they don't cut me.
When it comes down to it, you guys are both experienced, so it would go experience versus experience.
Yeah,
and you know, Wade is more of a Muay Thai type guy, so he's gonna throw them kicks, a lot of kicks.
The start I trained in was Muay Thai. Back in '86, I started training Muay Thai. And then in '87, I got into boxing because I got my butt handed to me by a boxer, and I asked him where he trained, and I started training there, and that's where I really got some really good. I got to train with a WBO welterweight champion. I got to train with a top in the top 10 middleweight. I got to train with a bunch of pro fighters, and a lot of them smaller than me and faster than me, and I think that's where I attributed my hand speed from is going against smaller guys. Holy cow, because they lit me up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, I know how it is.
Yeah.
I feel that. You say '87 you started boxing?
87, yeah. And then
that's when I was born.
Yeah. And kept with it, and it seemed like everywhere I was at in the Army, I was coaching because they wouldn't let me fight. I found out early on that I had some kickboxing matches, and they asked me how many matches I had, and I did 2 pro matches, so they wouldn't let me box for the Army. So they invited me to come back and coach, and that's been a good ride too. You know, we got an all-European championship in 2007, and everywhere I've coached, I've had winners. You know, as long as they listen and do what that needs to be done, they'll win. You know, it's
facts.
But it's not an easy road if you do the right thing. You know, well, you know that. You know.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I'm sure anomaly that there's a lot of people watching, or there will be at some time that actually would like to know, if you don't mind not telling everybody. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 64 years old. Just turned 64 a couple of weeks ago.
Nice, bro. And you look good. I know it feels good to be able to, like you said, wrestle and get in with some of these big young guys, man. At that age, I'm like, I hope I'm still doing it.
Oh, yeah, you can do it, brother. It's just like I said, you know, if you got the desire, you want to do something, just do it. You know, don't hold back, because you know, you can sit back and say, oh, it'd be nice to do this, but, you know, and then get all sedentary. But if you get out there and do something, it feels so much better afterwards, you know, and especially like me, when my parachute accident, you know, staying in shape keeps all that stuff in check. So yeah, it really helps.
Do you have a strict diet at all, or do you eat a specific regimen to stay fit? I mean, you said you lost some weight. Does dieting play a big role?
I did a thing called the Whole30 diet with my wife, and we did it's basically 30 days of no grains, no milk, no sugars whatsoever, no legumes, and all the meat, all the veggies and stuff you want. And I was eating like a horse and still losing weight, you know. And then and I've pretty much stayed on a modified version of that for a long time. Every now and then I'll splurge, and like on the way back when we hit Oregon, I had to go to what is it? The donut place. What's it? Voodoo Donuts, and get a donut fix.
Yeah, we stopped in there coming back from BKFC.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that place is addictive, man.
There's two places down in Oregon. I guess they're building one up in Seattle now.
Yeah, well, they got one in Longview now. But I always
that's smart.
Yeah, I always have a conversation with my daughter, my youngest daughter, and I say, I do not know what's wrong, but I have this desire for something, and I do not know what it is. And she goes, because she's as bad about it as I am. You know, you got to keep them away from us, or they'll be gone. They evaporate very quick.
Yeah.
I like the Oreo donut.
Steven, Crazy Legs, what you guys got? You guys got anything to kind of chat with Anomaly and in respect to him being honored by us today?
Let me start, Steve. You go last.
Okay, fine.
God damn it. Get your ass in that corner. Anyways, I want to say, like, just like as they said, so your inspiration, like, the fact that you're still fighting, the fact that you're doing all that you're doing at your age, like, we all wish we can do that. Like, it's a lot, for sure.
Just do it, like Nike.
Yeah. And, like, for me personally, I have to say thank you, because, like, when I first joined the Scrapyard, you were, like, one of the first people that, like, contacted me personally and, like, wanted to, like, train me and, like, get me right where I am. Like, you like, introduced me to a couple of gyms, and, like, you introduced me to the right people. Like, man, I am where I'm at right now because of you. Like, you pretty much, like, put me in the right spot where I need to be.
Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, you've come a long way. You've done really good things. You know, I really like watching you fight, you know, and watching you do stuff.
Yeah.
And watching you not look in people's eyes and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
You know, because that's, you know, it's the biggest mistake I see a lot of guys doing. Just they'll focus on their eyes, you know, and that's all you see when you do that. You know, you got to see the whole picture.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the things for sure you taught me. And, like, there's sure a lot of things I gotta learn from you. Like, I come to your gym and I just train just wrestling now.
Yeah. Well, you do great, man. I mean, I see you slipping a lot of stuff. You miss a lot of shots, you know. You slip them pretty good.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty good at it. Like, I guess I'm a counter fighter, so I'm just, like, I'm pretty slippery, and, like, just countering comes naturally to me.
Yeah, well, that's the way to be, you know, is make them swing and then make them miss and then counter immediately, you know.
Yeah,
that's the game, you know. It's just a brutal game of tag.
Yeah, for sure. And I have a fight coming up. Are you interested in coming up? Are you interested in coming in?
Yeah, I'm going to be in a quandary on that one because I've been working with Kai. I've worked with you or with Kai. I guess I'll have to ref that unless Thomas refs it or something.
No, he's talking about
no.
he's talking about his May 11th card.
Yeah, not Scrapyard.
Where are you fighting at?
In Auburn.
Auburn? Yeah, it sounds like a plan, brother. Just shoot me all the information on it, you know.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Come watch.
We're gonna put it out and make sure everybody knows about it so we can get crew out in the Scrapyard to support him. So, you know.
Yeah. Try to get me like a image, like a banner or something, you know, that I can post up in the Facebook group. That way we can get like a group of people that we can mob up there and go see it.
He has a flyer that you've already.
I'll just send you what I have. Because from what I know, like, that's all that's, like, really been posted. So I'll just send you what I have.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get it done.
Yeah. All right, Steve, on you. What do you got?
Ron, let's see. First time I ever met you was back when we were putting the new ring together. You'd been bugging me before that to come out and help out and do stuff. And then finally I was like, all right, come on out and help. And you showed up, you put in a bunch of work helping out, put the cage together, and you've been with us ever since. I mean, you're as it sits now, our longest standing referee. You know, you've definitely got the most experience out there, and I can't thank you enough for all the help that you do. whether it's refereeing, whether it's helping out the fighters, giving them advice, or even, sometimes taking a match. You've had a few out at the scrapyard too. And you are, like everybody else has said, I'm the last one on here, but I'll say it too. You are an inspiration. And when we look at you, we look at somebody that we hope that we can be, when we get older, that we can keep ourselves in that level of shape and yeah, man. Can't say it enough. We appreciate the hell out of you, Ron.
Damn, brother, I am truly honored. I mean, I just thought it was an honor just to come out, and I figure if I ever get something started, I'm going to advertise on this place. But right now, I just want to try to help other guys. Like, who was it? Kid today was talking on the chat, and I told him to make a banner and show it before his fights. If he's got his business up. But,
yeah.
It's just, sometimes you don't think of stuff like that, but it's kind of like watching from the outside, you kind of see things, and that's what this is all about, is a network of, it's like a family, man. You try to help each other. I know everybody's helped each other in one way or another. And this whole thing, a lot of guys, you tell the people that help, like Crazy Legs there, Thomas, Thomas, and LJ, and Steve, you've helped everybody out, just giving them a platform in a place to either advertise or just get that angst out and get that just step in and see what you're made of sometimes, because some guys, they have no experience. They just want to get out and see what they got, and you match them up fairly, and that's more than a lot of promoters do,
Yeah, that part.
One thing about I've been talking recently with some people, but one thing about us is, like, I think is our overall goal. We're not trying to make, like, we're not trying to sell tickets or anything like that. So we're not trying to get people in the door. We're trying to set up like knockouts and stuff. We legitimately want to have people, like, get the most out of the scrapyard that they can get. So, we want you to have a positive experience and get and build that level of experience that you have, so you can take it with you wherever you go. If your goal is to fight professionally or just amateur or whatever, like, it makes sense to set you up with somebody of equal skill. And I gotta shout out everybody that helps out. Flex has been doing it now for a few months, and
oh yeah, shout out Flex.
Yeah, been helping out with the matchmaking, and it's a difficult job because there's a lot of things that you have to take into consideration, but yeah, I was in the comments here, private chat. They wanted me to bring up the I know it's a little off topic, but go over the kind of the general rules of the scrapyard, because we do have people come out every month. We've been having a lot of newer people come out, and there's just general, like, behavior rules, I should say. Some of it should be common sense, but it's really, like, a couple of things have kind of surprised me lately, and I just gotta, like, put it out there again and again and let people know, like, we want to have, we appreciate people coming out and fighting, and we appreciate the help, but there's just a couple things that, like, are really important that we keep the structure of the scrapyard out here. So
yeah, I totally agree. Hey, we're gonna get onto that later, Steve. We're not.
Oh, that's later.
Yeah, you get off topic.
Oh, okay. Well,
but that needs to be addressed.
If anybody else has anything real quick for
yeah, I do. I got a story real quick. So shout out Jay Gotham, shout out Terrifier. Ron reached out to both of them in the beginning of their careers at the scrapyard and helped them both tremendously. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Ron, was through Gotham. You know what I'm saying? He brought me over to Ron's house and to Anonymous's house, and we, he was showing us things on the ground, man, and it definitely improved both of us. And then I also went over there with Terrifier when I was getting ready for the match against Scotty. and we got some rolling in, and we got some work in, and definitely you're a good teacher, Ron. I met anomaly, and I appreciate you, man. And I know Terrifier and Gotham appreciate you too, man. You know, it's all love.
Yep.
Got him.
For real.
My brothers,
Got
all my
'em.
brothers, man. I got a big family, you know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ron, we
Come
appreciate
on.
you. We appreciate you again and everything that you do. We're going to keep moving on, but when we see you at the yard, hopefully we'll see you at the next event. We'll be bringing and presenting you with an award. Again, this award is for your contribution and to say thank you and how much you're appreciated. It is a certificate of appreciation for being an honored, not only referee, but a coach to all of the fighters that are in the yard. And I'm sure a lot of the guys that are appreciative to you are going to be present, and you just don't know how many outside of the four of us appreciate you. So we thank you, Ron. We appreciate you so much. We're going to let you, and Levy, if you have any last words, feel free.
I just say thank you, gentlemen. This is such an honor, and I really appreciate the kind words you guys have given me, man. It's heartwarming. And I really do appreciate it.
It's all love, bro.
You guys have a
All
good
right,
one.
one love. Stay blessed.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Sorry about
All right.
that, guys. I got off topic a little bit. I got confused on.
It's okay. We're going to get on that topic because what we're going to go through next is pretty much the beginning of how we start our show, which is our what's new, what's going on, tapping into the yard. So we could all kind of share it, and that'll give you a moment, Steve, to talk a little bit about what's going on. What do we want to implement? What do we want to enforce?
All right. I made a video about it. I posted it on like our TikTok and stuff the other day, but I felt the need to make the video, obviously, because when things get brought up and happen, like that's when it's fresh in my mind, and it makes sense to make the little video on it. But hold on, I gotta pull my notes up here. So I'm just gonna go over them really quick. So obviously no filming, like that's just that's in every single Street Beefs. It's been a thing, we don't really have problems with that so much anymore. There's no drinking or drugs. You know what I mean by drugs, not what. Yeah,
you don't need to explain. You don't need to. No crackhead. No doing the meth. No cracking. No pills. No foil in the bathroom. None of that.
None of that shit. And just no drinking. The drinking thing. Like I get they do drinking at fights and stuff, amateur, but you know what? We're just gonna keep that rule that
we've been doing good. I feel like Yeah. There's always gonna be that one you can't catch, with the flash, like.
This is one that always happens that I kind of need to crack down on a little bit, but it's really unauthorized guests. Like, not like everybody knows you're supposed to bring your +1, and sometimes I let people bring more than that if they talk to me ahead of time. But I do sometimes see people bring like 5, 6, 7 people with them, and like
entourage.
Think about it this way, guys. Like I only do the +1 because, say we got 60 people signed up. That's not uncommon, right? And everyone brings a +1. Now you got 120 people, but say they're all like feeling like they're going to bring a +2. So, now you add another 70 onto
60,
that, 60 or 70 onto that. It can get crazy, and it's not just the amount of people. It is, but first off, the porta potty takes a major punishment when this happens. There's more garbage everywhere. The noise, like when we're trying to do the intros and everything, like people aren't quietening down. So, I got to say it like over and over and over again. And it's just more wear and tear, and there's no real reason to have it out there because this is all for like.
It's for the fighters. So it's for the fighters and YouTube. So you gotta look at it. It's like if you're not a fighter, you don't really understand the aspects. So you don't understand to quiet down during the fight. So you don't understand to give other people their time.
Right. And you guys, you guys get to come out. You guys are fighters. You guys all help out with stuff. That's beneficial to all of us. And you guys are part of the Scrapyard. So we obviously want you out there and all that. And
another thing too, Steve, to tap on it is that you can't be a guest and bring a guest. That doesn't even make sense, right? If you're somebody it doesn't even line
For
up.
real. Yeah.
You're a guest. You're bringing guests. It doesn't make sense. And then if you're going to bring a guest, you got to bring somebody that's going to respect our rules and make sure that they're not even respect the rules, but know the character of the person you're bringing. Because if the character of that person comes and he's just some weird out there person that is going to rub people wrong or whatnot, you got to kind of take these things under consideration. I learned a long time ago, not everybody's going to like who I like. Right. And I'm not going to bring somebody that I like just because I like them around 100, 600 or, 60 people, I guess you said 60 guys that if he's a little strange, or got, maybe he's a little too hyped or something. I don't know. Because the fights will make you hyped, alone. If you're new there, you're going to be loud and obnoxious. And that's one of the things I think that this last week, being honest, we had that happen. And
I did mention it to I try to mention it to people like, hey, just keep it down a little bit. Cause I don't mind people getting excited, but when one person like overwhelms the entire, what's going on in the yard, then it gets a little crazy. And then you get people complaining and it's like, be excited, but just don't make the whole show about you who's out in the crowd.
Right.
I think you should do what Anomaly just posted on the comments, just like kind of close the gate and kind of really enforce the +1, not just have the gate open. It's like anyone walk in, like actually have someone like at the job,
a check-in person.
Yeah, we should. It's
at least for the first 2 hours.
That makes sense because it's really hard to get people to do jobs out there that take away from their focus of the fights, because people want to come out and watch the fights when they're as far as like they're helping out. They don't want to go stand out in the parking lot for like while the fights are going on, or they don't want to be doing this. So that
you have Jeremy. You have Jeremy. He's already out there. He's been out there at least like the last 2 events. Like
I've had to put him out there because I don't have anybody that early to do it. But I think we're getting squared away with like who does certain jobs and everything, and it's flowing a lot better. But we've hit a couple road bumps and stuff, and we're just recovering from them, and things will get better, but I do need to put it out there really quick. But we are in need of training more referees, and we are in need of more medical staff. And it's just for the hopeful, unlikelihood, or I'll rephrase that, the unlikely event that, one of these people have to leave, then we'll be short staffed. So like we could try to build people up ahead of time, but I want to get people in actual, referee courses that we can, at the scrapyard, we can even like pay for that kind of stuff so that you guys come out and have the proper training, and then,
Nice.
You might even be able to use that on an amateur level or a professional level with that certificate. So,
I would definitely join the course.
Yeah, I mean that's and then so if you guys know anybody,
because I like reffing, I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to get a little, I just got to focus a little more. But at the end of the day, I like it.
Yep, all the new referees, they got the little things that they can fix and stuff, and it's just constructive criticism because for like Ron and Coach P, they've been doing this. They've probably done hundreds of fights out at the scrapyard, and it takes a while before you really have that eye for like, when do I need to step in and do that 8 count, because that you could either be too early or too late. And, it's better to be too early, but, anyway, like I was saying though, we could just get you guys some training and get you guys certified, and you can use that in other places, not just at the scrapyard. But in the meantime, if there's anybody watching this that is local, that is like, first off, like a nurse or somebody with like really high medical training, get a hold of me, and we can work something out to where, obviously you can come out and help out, but maybe you can bring a +1 with you. That could be somebody else that comes out and helps with something else or whatever. And then also referees, if we've got anybody local that wants to come out and referee, the more the merrier. So just throwing that out there because it would be good to have some, more people in those positions. Okay.
Yeah, of course.
So next rules. So, I'm going to touch on this really quick. So you're as the person that's fighting, or if you're bringing out a guest because you're allowed a +1, you're responsible for your guests to know what the rules of the scrapyard are. So I don't want to hear like, well, I didn't know. Well, then that means that the person that brought you out didn't explain to you the rules and how things work out here. They're even not, we even have them like listed out on the table and stuff around the cage. So that shouldn't be an excuse. Okay. No pets, no children, no weapons. Pick up after yourself. I appreciate people sticking around after the fights and helping out. That's super important because it takes us a while to get the event set up, popping up tents, putting things where they need to go, and to have people kind of stick around after the event and just fold tents up and put them where they go. Like, it takes a huge load off of the stuff that we have to do out here. So really appreciate that. Pick up after yourself. If you bring stuff out, I can't keep your stuff forever. So if you leave something and it goes in the, lost and found, I mean, there's only going to be so much time before that thing winds up in the garbage. Speaking of garbage, if you take stuff in with you, please take it out with you. If you can take a bag of garbage with you, because I got so much garbage from these events that like I can't even fit it. Like, I'm having to like put it in multiple garbage loads throughout the 3 weeks after to try to get the garbage man to not like, get pissy with me. So, if anybody can just grab a bag of garbage and tie it up and throw it in the back of their car and throw it in some, a dumpster or something, that would be helpful too. It's kind of a dumb one, but it's YouTube. It's just watch your language. And I only really care like so much, like when the videos are first starting, because it's like the first 30 seconds of the video, YouTube will really come after you about language. Quiet on the set, when you hear quiet on the set, you guys always say it back. Quiet on the set. Everyone's quiet and we can get into our intros. No arguing with the staff. Look, I get it, situations can get tense because it's a fight and everything, but just keep in mind that, this isn't like a professional level. If the decision doesn't go your way or whatever, it doesn't even technically count on your amateur record. It's great experience. It's amateur exhibition, and they can use it. You can use it on your amateur experience and say, well, I've had like 30 Street Beefs fights. They may not use your Street Beefs record, but they might say, well, that's still experience, and we'll use.
Let me stop you there. From my experience, like from using like Street Beef record, like it really fucks up everything. Because like a lot of fighters, a lot of coaches are scared to fight you because you have too much ring time, more than like someone who's like 1-0, 1-0, and 1-1, shit like that. Because like me, I have like fucking 25 from Street Beef. So if I just go on there and say I'm fucking 15 and then 5, a lot of people don't want to fight me.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's good. It's good to go in and say like, yeah, I have like experience, but like don't tell people your record because it's gonna fuck you up.
Right, and they're
and you don't need to. You don't really need to, honestly, because these fights ain't really looked at as amateur fights. So at the end of the day, you don't really need to mention them at all. Just go in there.
They're like smoker shows.
Yeah, they're smoker shows.
You're not going to find them on Tapology or anything like that.
Yeah. You can add them yourself, but yeah.
And if someone's putting a fighter into the fights anyway, that fighters on an amateur level, those fighters are training in a gym and they feel that their fighter's ready to get in the ring anyway. So Crazy's right. Maybe just use your amateur record when you go up there and say, yeah, I've done a few smokers or whatever. That way people don't have that bias. Like, oh, Street Beefs, I don't want to mess with them. Some people are really
or they're gonna set you up. They're gonna try to set you up for failure. So you gotta look at it like,
set me up with a monster.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Monster. I got my ass beat. Like never again.
Dude, there's some good promotions out there. There's some good people that really like the fighters at the scrapyard, want them to fight on their cards. We'll give them a fair showing. And there's some out there that don't really understand
for sure
what we're all about. And that's kind of when I ask you, like when I say, hey, what promotion are you fighting on? You know, I just want to like put that in my brain to kind of know, because I do know some that I don't really care for, and I'm not going to mention them, but you know, like I would just have my fighters steer clear of certain promotions. And then there's other ones, like I said, that they're more than happy to have you guys come out and fight on their cards. Because they understand that, you know, they can get advertising and it's only beneficial to them to have you fight on their cards. But yeah, it is.
And
weird.
we got good fighters. We got good fighters. Every time that we brought Scrapyard fighters to, you know, one of these shows, I can name a few. You know, WEC show. That's a big show. It came to Little Creek. We had Epic Chan. We had Crazy Legs on that show, and they both showed out. You feel me? And then we had the Hammerhead Gym showed out. Everybody showed out. It was J-Ro, Lights Out, Top Knocker, Comedian. Yeah, they showed out, bro. And then we had other shows too. Crazy Fun, a whole bunch of different shows. And they always love them.
The thing is, guys, is that we got to look at it from this aspect. As fighters, there's one side of the thing, but then on the flip side of it, there's the business world. And a lot of time, the guys that are in the business world do tend to take a little bit of advantage. What we have to do is we have to be able to speak our voice in the beginning. And if we have coaches or we have managers, we got people that want to represent, such as the Scrapyard, then we need to bring things to a head so that we can talk about it with these people so that things don't get, you know, things don't go the wrong direction for the fighters that are misrepresented. But there is the management, or there is the business side where I know there's a lot of promoters. They you know, let's put it out there. There's the strong arming, right? This is what you're going to do because I said you're going to do it because I put you on this card. Or there's, hey, you know, you're not getting paid. And, you know, there's all these different things that go on, and that's the business world. So it's going to be ugly at times. I think we just got to be able to, you know, communicate it, talk about it amongst each other. And all of us that are coming out of the scrapyard that need help. We are, the four of us right here is a good group of guys that can help. I mean, Crazy Legs is doing these events pretty often for the last couple of years, I would say. So he has that experience. Viking Warrior, you've done this. You've been there and done that. As a fighter, you represented even coaching at some point with your son and your kids, and you don't want your kid to be misdirected. So I think it's great that you have that experience as a leader and a father where you can do that for some of our guys. Same thing with Steve and myself. So we need to make sure that as a group, we represent the scrapyard, but we also represent our fighters, and we got to make sure we look out for the best of them. But there is the business really side of things. It's very important to talk about that. There are the guys that want to take advantages. And a lot of times the business guys are, I'm going to call it out and I'm going to say it blunt, they're pricks. They're assholes, right? They want something for nothing. They want you to get in there. They want you to fight. They're going to promo it. They're getting paid $40,000, $50,000 to run this event from the casinos and whatnot. So at the end of the day, all they care about is putting together a match. They don't care about Crazy Legs and who he is as a person, or Viking Warrior, who he is. They care more about just getting him in the ring and getting a big show and selling those tickets, you know, so which is kind of ugly at times. And we got to be able to see that the promoters or the matchmakers, when they're doing that, we got to be able to walk away or stand our ground.
Yeah. I will say this really quick. What happened the other day was, I'm not going to go into detail about it, but it was basically like a promotion was unhappy with something one of our fighters did. And I basically told the promoter, I said, you know, I'm not your guys' manager. Like, I look out for you guys. I'll help you guys out. I'll push you in the right direction if I can, but I'm not your manager. I'm so, you know, like I can't make decisions for you guys, but you guys are all independent fighters out here. You just, I guess like I said, it's considered like smoker show out here, but we're just a good community. So,
and to that point, all the fighters and everybody that's watching, I hope this is how it goes, but you're the driver of your bus. We're just the guys that back you up. You drive where you want to go. We're supposed to support you hands down 100% because we're loyal to you as the fighter. But again, yeah, like Steve said, we're not the manager. We're not the agent. But if we care about our guys, we're going to jump in and we're going to help you get the best out of what your venture is and what you want to do with what you're doing. I think that's the best thing.
I've always tried to stick up for you guys, like against that kind of shit, like always. And sometimes it gets me a lot of blowback from people, but it is what it is. Cause I mean, you guys come out and fight out here and I mean, I owe it to you guys to stick up for you every time I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
appreciate it.
So did you have any more rules that you wanted to,
just a couple, because we got somebody sitting in the back that we want to get on here. So
yeah, we do.
Gonna say this. So I kept this last one, but quiet on set, no arguing with staff. Staff and spectators are required to help, be respectful, follow the rules, or don't come out. It's coming out to the scrapyard is something that a lot of people really wish they could do. Like, you have no idea. I get probably 20 emails a day of people saying, can I come out and watch? And I tell each and every one of them, no, the only way to come out is to be a +1. And it really lets a lot of people down because we have a big following. So just remember, if you're allowed to come out, it is really something that a lot of people are envious of and wish they could do. The last one is no betting. Okay. This is a big one. It's never been an issue before, as far as I know, but like, there should be no betting out at the scrapyard, because then certain things start to change. Like you get a lot of like hostility towards each other because of bets and everything. And
yeah, just no betting at all.
I just don't want to get too much into it, because it's just something that's ugly. That's not part of what we do out at the scrapyard or have ever done. Just like no charging for admission or anything like that. It's just trying to keep it the same as what we've been doing. So that's all I got for my rules. Viking, you got somebody you wanted to bring on?
Yeah. And I think this is cool because this is also part of the event recap. So Viking, you get to start event recap and your fighter selection or your fight selection of the month.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Run the video. Vikings Warrior of the Month. That's playing. Go ahead, hop in.
No video.
Hey.
I got a video.
Hey, we're gonna bring on Dre. Dre, no doctor. He's my fighter of the month. Viking Warrior of the Month, baby. Let's go.
What's good, baby? What's good?
Yeah.
Appreciate
Stop, Dre.
Award, man. I definitely wasn't expecting that, especially coming off the hiatus. Let me try to fix this stuff up here. Hold on, I just got this little desk back up. My dog broke.
Dre, while you're fixing your camera, can we see your hair real fast?
Oh man, it's crazy, bro. It's been a struggle. Look, hey.
This guy want to look at his hair.
You trying to have me out?
All right, I'm trying to see if that nigga picked it out yet. Like, I'm about to buy your ass a pick and just go in the back, just like, yeah. See, that's out.
Hey, but
what up, Dre? What up?
What's up, Justin?
What's up, y'all? How we feeling?
Yeah. Man, how you feeling?
Boy, after Saturday, boy, I'm tired, sore. Look, let me tell you, that boy was throwing hammers, boy.
Hey, y'all was in the pocket, man. Y'all was in the pocket, bro. I was reffing. I wanted to speak. I wanted to be like, hey, do this, do that. But I couldn't. And at the same time, man, you definitely was in the pocket banging, man. I like that shit, man. It was
for
a
sure.
good
I've definitely been trying to exchange more in my fights. Especially when I first started fighting at the yard. Everybody know my first fight was Jay, RP, our bro Jay. But yeah, we started training all together. You, me, Jay, Crazy, all at TFW, and you started noticing stuff here and there. You was like, hey, you real hesitant. Yeah. You're a counter fighter, you need to start throwing more. And I've always taken that to heart ever since. And I was like, man, I need to start exchanging more. I need to start giving some and taking some.
For sure.
Yeah. So Viking, why did you select Dre? Well, tell us why. Tell us what made you overall pick that fight. I know you refed it, but what about Dre made you pick it?
Man, for one thing, like I said, Dre, he stood in the pocket. He was banging. He was not afraid to, engage the whole time, the whole fight. Even when he was rocked and eating some shots, this man was still just like, fuck it, I'm jump back in there and keep banging. And that's what I really, honor that part. And I do respect, that you just came off of a hiatus. You was doing your own thing. You, without training or nothing, you just hopped in there to test yourself, and you had a good, tough opponent. And hopefully you can bounce back from, this win and start training again and start getting, because you always been a good fighter, and I always like seeing you fight. And at the end of the day, I want you to get the most that you can out of this sport. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I've just been talking to Crazy too. I'm trying to get back into it, trying to get back training, back on a regular schedule. We actually just moved to Renton, so we got a bigger spot now. I got a garage with all my stuff hanging in there right now. I got the dummy in there. I got the kickboxing Muay Thai bag in there hanging up. I got a resources bag. I got a whole bunch of stuff set up. Got the jump ropes, all kind of stuff.
That's all you need, bro.
What you doing tomorrow, Dre?
You got everything you need.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
He said, what are you doing tomorrow, Dre?
I got my kids tomorrow, but I get off work at 5:30 in the morning. I'm gonna try to take a nap in the morning, and then I'll be up, and then me and my kids. So it's up. What's that?
Yeah.
Trying to see he's trying to spar Brian Johnson.
Where at?
He got Brian Johnson.
Yep.
Hey, it's at 5.
Location.
Yeah, it's at 5 p.m. Lacey.
Yeah.
Trey, you're just not too far from where I'm at. If you're in Renton, I'm over in Burien. I was gonna say, I know there's just been some times where Flex has kind of caught up with me. He lives in Renton, like Newcastle area too. So the thing is that with you having a garage, I'm actually in a position right now where I'm trying to get rid of equipment. And so, man, if you need some stuff, you need to come maybe check it out and see if there's anything that you might want.
For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. We'll link it up. You got my number. We got each other's number.
I just checked your waiver, man. You need one more fight to get on the wall.
Solid.
One more.
I'm taking that one next month. Then
you gonna beat Flex? Oh shit!
Let's go.
So you get on with us.
Trying to get on that wall too. Yeah. It's gonna be
Flex is on the wall.
Flex is on the wall.
Yeah.
Man.
He was the last one.
It was faster than mine.
There's a couple people that are like super close. Who's the other one? No Limit. He's actually pretty close too. I think he just needs one more.
Yeah. He needs to get back here.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm coming for Fighter of the Year this year though. I'm finna get back.
Oh yeah.
I'm finna start getting back into my old ways, man. I'm finna start going in.
Yeah, I love it. Let's get it.
Oh man, I'm fat right now, man. Don't ask
Hey, I was gonna hold on. I'm good for that because I called out Viking when he got a little fat. I'm gonna call you out now too.
Hey man, I've been sitting at like 195, 200 right now, walking around, working, taking care of the kids.
You can see it when Viking said who his pick was. I immediately thought, and I was thinking to myself, why would he pick that? And what did I have to say to input on that? Was you didn't look the same, and you fought hard through the disadvantage of your own self. Because you knew you weren't in the same shape. You knew that you had some time off. You knew that there was moments where you could have just said, hey, I'm too damn tired for this, because I could see it in your eyes, and you just persevered. You fought through it. I see guys like that in the football world or even in the track, right? In the track world, they can't make that last leg of the 1600 and they hit the wall, or they're not ready for the fourth quarter. So you fight through it and then know that you weren't at your best. I was like, that was a good selection. So I think Viking hit it right on the button with selecting you as the fighter, because you were a warrior. And I think a true warrior can take a punch and a couple of them at it and still through it. And you went through it, bro. I will say that I could tell that you weren't at your normal and where you would like to be at. The dad body.
We getting there though.
Get there. I believe in you, man. I know you're gonna do it.
Yeah, man. You know, it ain't easy working Graves, being a full-time dad. You know, I got my girl helping me out over there. You know, I love her to death. You know, I'll be seeing her at the fight.
Nice.
But yeah, man. Hey, every day as it comes is how I take it, and I never try to take anything for granted, and I try to take every opportunity I got to the fullest, man. My mom always told me, if you're gonna do something, be the best at it.
For sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? We won't take too much of your time.
Good job, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. You know, I
we'll
love
see
y'all.
you next week or next month.
Yeah, absolutely next month. We might see each other next week. I'll hit you up. Try to come check out some of that gym stuff. But hey, yeah, Crazy, hit me up. Let me know when you're trying to link. Let me know when you're trying to link. I'm talking to Flex. He's supposed to be pulling up, and we're trying to get some work in the garage soon. We be texting each other. So yeah, it's up, man.
Good.
Man, let's get a sparbecue going eventually.
Yeah, let's get it, man. It's weather looking nice.
When we did that little spar event at Rustin, man, that was nice. I like that.
Oh yeah, we got to do that again. That was nice. I like that Point Rustin.
There's also a park right next to my house that has this giant open field that if we could have like 20 groups of people sparring at one time.
But Steve, your part, that spot doesn't have a whole ass ocean we can look at. You know, we get seals at fucking Point Wrestling. You can get seals.
I was gonna say I got Coolon right
seals.
down the street from me right now.
Yeah,
the spot.
I'm trying to spar and look at some damn seals.
Point Rustin is in the middle of everybody. That's why I like Point Rustin. It was in the middle.
Think central location.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
We do have quite a few guys that tend to come. I've noticed now that are coming from like Linwood and like real far north. So it would be best to try to make sure it's something a little closer.
Oh yeah, we got people coming from Albany. We got people coming from hours away. You know, that's what I'm noticing. Like, you know, like Vancouver and stuff like that. I'm like, bro, that's hours away just to come to the fights.
Yep.
Dre, did you before you got going, did you have a fight in mind of anybody or anything that you know you'd like to see on the next event?
Oh man, you know I'm always about getting mine back. So you know I've always wanted to run that one back that I can get back. So you already know, man. We ain't heard from him in a minute, but you know
we gotta hear the name. Who you talking about?
Oh
Scotty,
yeah, I know.
You know we gotta run that one back, baby.
Scotty Showtime, baby.
Man, and it's crazy because I found out I had COVID during that fight.
Oh dang.
Yeah, the next day I went to the doctor. I was feeling
infected everybody.
Horrible.
Nigga, you infected everybody.
Right.
God.
It's all good though.
Are you looking to do some MMA? Is that kind of what you're looking to?
I'm trying to get back into shape before I start rolling again because I already know what that wrestling feel like when you out of shape. I'm not trying to be down there looking crazy.
Oh yeah, you remember those days when we was training, man? Well, I seen you at your best. Yeah, when you was 170. You was at your best shape. I was like, yeah, this Dre right here can compete with the best. You know what I'm saying?
Man. I'm finna get back to that, man. That's the goal.
Yeah, you got it.
Thinking about that for like the last 3 months. I was like, man, I need to get back to that. So that's the goal.
Yeah. Right on.
I might be taking some belts on the way down.
Yeah, get it.
Keep your ass up there. Keep your ass up there.
All right. Well, Dre, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Viking, good pick, man.
Again, thank you guys for the reward. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I'm finna start putting in more work, start doing more with the family. Finally getting settled in life, so I can have the opportunity to do that now, man. I love y'all. I really appreciate y'all. I love talking to y'all.
Love you too, bro.
I love hanging with y'all, man.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Yeah, I'm about to
All
get
right,
up
Dre.
out of here.
See you soon. Have a good night, Dre.
Okay. We left off where Steve was doing what's new and there was something that I wanted to get in because I was excited about it. I know Steve's excited about it. And then we'll go on fight event recap. But you know, we are constantly working on things for guys to promote and get to the next level. We are constantly and things are happening, things are moving. We're speaking to the right parties, guys. We have some huge opportunities coming up.
Oh yeah.
And it's just amazing. I was excited today to get the opportunity to get the baton passed to me so that I can speak to the fella. But in the boxing realm of things, Steve, if you don't mind, I'm so excited and so happy about it. But we have some opportunities. We're officially invited to go over to the UK and fight 6 fighters from the yard, baby, of our selection. And we're going to be looking at that. Fighters. We're going to be putting together.
Boxing?
And I'm talking about a real serious camp. We're going to put together a camp where it's hard work every day, day in, day out, with a little bit of rest. But we really want to drive and get the best out of that. We do not want to go over and take any losses.
Disappoint. No disappointments.
We want to show. So, Steve, you want to elaborate and tell a little bit about it all yourself?
I got hit up by somebody on Instagram that kind of propositioned like, hey, they were interested in a couple of our fighters. And so I kind of did some digging on it. And I essentially linked Len up because he's really good about, getting all the details from people and figuring stuff out like that. So essentially what we would do is we would, like what Len was saying, we would have 6 people. We would also have backup fighters too for those 6 people in case something happened over there where like maybe one of them didn't make weight or somebody got really sick or something.
So an alternate.
Yep. There would be so many of us going over. So I mean, obviously like Len, myself, and then some coaches and that kind of stuff. And we're putting together, they have ideas on a couple people that they're interested in, but they also gave us weights on other people that they had matchups for.
We're going to be smart about it though, Steve, right? We're going to get all the info. We're going to collect as much film. We're going to do it the right way. And we're going to make sure we got the right guys for these guys.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if things, do pretty good, there might be a chance for, them coming over and doing something in our state, on not in the scrapyard, obviously, because this is going to be USA Boxing. But it will be, they'll bring their fighters over and we'll have, we'll have some kind of an event. Like that's all future stuff. Like we don't have anything like that planned out yet, but bottom line is huge opportunity. I'm excited about it.
What we're doing, we're looking ahead. So that's why Steve was mentioning them coming over here. So we would go there. And this is in London, guys. So when we speak to UK, we're talking London. We'll go over, we'll have our event. We'll have our camp. We'll do that stuff. We'll come back, and potentially have a rematch event right here in Seattle. And we'll be the ones kind of leading that, promoting it and getting it all together. So we're all going to work together and make this happen. We haven't shared. We're still discussing who we are going to select for that. Of course, this is amateur and pro. So they're talking 4 main events and 4 undercards, or 3 and 3. I'm sorry, 3 main events and 3 undercards. So this thing is going to be a great opportunity for guys. And so we just want you guys to all know we are doing what we can to give you guys the best of what the fight community has outside of the scrapyard. So it's going to be good stuff. And there's going to be some perks. There's going to be travel. There's going to be things. And we'll discuss that it just disclosed with each person that we select.
Yeah. And this is just an opportunity that presented itself. And the bigger that we get, the more opportunities we'll get in other types of fighting, that whether I'm sure in mixed martial arts or kickboxing, like we're always looking for something that you guys can get involved with and elevate yourselves and move on if you want to, or whatever, like I've always said, we're here to try to make you the best that you can be and get what you want out of the scrapyard. So, yeah.
Nice. So that's something that's new. Of course, there's some other things coming up. And I know Crazy's talked about his event. There are other things going on. We're also getting, we're talking and working with some other guys.
In the UK, sorry, my wife just put that up on the screen. We're also working with Love the Beat Radio. So
yes.
a UK, we put up a banner in the cage. So they're a UK based radio station. What they're going to do for us is they're going to be, talking about us a lot on the radio and everything, but also they put out a magazine every 3 months, and every 3 months they're going to have so many pages dedicated to scrapyard fighters. So what we'll do is, I believe the first one we went with was Viking Warrior, and that's those questions that I had you answer. And then I did Viking, and then I think my second one was Solo. And they're going to do one page that's going to be kind of a breakdown of the yard and everything. And then the next batch will be, a couple more fighters. And it's something that you guys will be able to go on and view this article and whatever on online. But I believe you can also order like physical copies too. So if that's something you want to have, but really cool. Like we're getting introduced into an audience over there that, they watch our fights and everything. They're going to be knowing you guys by name, and it could create a really, a bridge, and maybe bring fighters over to here to fight in the scrapyard. Who knows what it could lead to, but it's all positive,
and endless possibilities. Yeah. So we're all, another thing we're doing, and there's some things coming up that I like that I'm working on right now, an event with, and I think Viking, the man, he's mentioned your name to me, Keith Weir.
He's a promoter, matchmaker.
Yeah, he's a good dude. We met in Burien, and we talked about some of his up and coming events. He's got one coming up in June. Roy Jones is putting it on. We'll get an opportunity. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we'll be seeing him soon. But your man has said that he had a lot of respect for you and what you do, and he's watching the yard, all of us, and he loves just being able to know now that we have a bridge to reach out to him and say, hey, we got guys that are ready to get on here, some of his cards. And he does do a lot of the arena war stuff, like what was out in Bremerton a while back. So I think that's another opportunity. Again, we're just going to work with guys that are positive, that do the best they can to look out for us as a community and our fighters. We don't want to deal with any of those guys that are trying
shady promotions.
Promotions, yes.
I do want to shout out the one promotion. It's the Hammerhead, the Shark Tank. So Joey, the guy that runs those, he's been talking with me a lot, and we had a couple fighters go out and fight on the last one that he did. That was the comedian. One of our fighters, he fought once. His name's Taz, and El Guanaco fought on that one too. And great event. Joey's a good dude, and so I think they're gonna send some fighters out here to possibly fight in the scrapyard. And when you guys want to go out and fight at his promotions, and we can all roll out as a team and make it a fight night. So another great, person to link up with.
Nice. All right. So were you going to say something else, Crazy?
No, I was just saying nice.
Oh, okay. We'll answer questions. We'll reach out to guys. Okay. We'll get your inputs on what's coming up and what we're trying to do. But we're going to move on a little bit. We went through rules and expectations. We got Vikings fight of the selection of the month. I'm going to just tap real quick because on our event schedule, we got to get going. I don't think we got much time left, but we're going to go with mental health. The one thing on the mental health today I wanted to kind of lean into is the acknowledging what discomfort looks like. Again, depression, there's a neuroscience to it that I've been really studying, and I just want everybody to know that these are going to happen. Things are going to happen. We're going to feel discomfort at times. We're going to be uncomfortable. Sometimes when that happens, the best thing we can do is acknowledge it and step out of the box and realize that if we're uncomfortable, there are ways and things that can make us comfortable. And again, we always talk about having people to lean on and talk to, but there's also taking time for yourself, clearing your mind, maybe reading a book, praying, whatever your vice is, to feel a little bit more comfortable with what's going on in your life. So I just wanted to tap in a little bit about that. I don't want to go too much into it, but feel free to reach out to me if you want to talk a little bit about what mental health is. But always, guys, there's going to be things that go on in our lives where we're going to feel uncomfortable. We're going to feel discomfort, whether that's dealing with our children, on the job, fighting, even friendships, relationships. There's going to be those moments, and we all go through it. So I think at the end of the day, we just got to find the comfort spot, and so that we're out of that. I think the last thing we have, unless we have anything else, is our shout outs, and then I think we're done.
Cool. I'm with it.
Let's give it
Everybody silent. Hey, shout out to the Lord Jesus Christ. Appreciate you, man. For living, doing what you did for us, and bringing us on this world. And then shout out that cat right there. Shout out the pussy. No, just playing. Shout out my wife. Shout out my wife. Love you so much. Appreciate you. Shout out my kids. And then shout out all y'all. Appreciate you guys too. Shout out Daniel. Hard in the fight. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. Shout out Diesel. Appreciate your work like always. And I'm done.
All right. Crazy.
I guess I'll go. I mean, like Viking says, shout out to Pussy, like my cat. Like, this is her spot. She's a baby for sure. Shout out to just want everyone. Shout out to my haters for sure. Like, they're fun to fuck with. Shout out to Team Karma. Like, we're going places. Look out for us. Like, we're a team full of killers. And nice. shout out to fucking the world.
Whoa, the whole world.
Yeah, the world. I'm looking at you, world. I'm coming. No, come back. Baby.
I love you, world.
I scared my cat away.
Stay.
All right. Well, hey, you guys, I just wanted to shout out a couple guys. I want to shout out our guest, Anomaly, for being on. Ron, thank you. Our guest, also Fighter of the Month, Viking Warrior of the Month, Dre No Doctor. Shout out to Hard in the Fight, Scrapyard, and all the fighters that watch, all the street beefs that watch us. Hard in the Fight, Peixoto Clothing Company, Benavides Boxing. Yeah. I had to put mine on since you had yours on. I was like,
I put on this though. You guys got to put this on.
I love it.
We got to start collaborating on our outfits, but
I was looking for the first one that I seen. I was looking for a Scrapyard, but I found this one quick. So
right on. Shout out to like I said, Benavides Boxing, the promoters that are reaching out to us. Shout out to Cleveland High School football, my football team, Chief Self track team, and then most important, my wife, my children, my family. Appreciate all of them. But thanks, guys. Shout out.
Hell yeah. All righty. Shout out to my other half, Manny Bear, putting up with me. Shout out to Street Beefs, for putting us on and letting us be a branch, and shout out to all the other branches. Shout out to the staff and everybody that helps out, the fighters. Shout out to Peixoto, HKA USA. Big things coming with HKA. I talk about that maybe on the next episode. And that's about it for this time. So
all right.
Nice.
What I said.
Shout out Hard in the Fight.
I
forgot them. Yeah.
That's just about it. Who wants to do an ending theme song, you guys? We need
nobody.
Nobody. No, we can't just end with just silent. Like, that's boring.
We're never silent. I'm never silent. I'm not trying to be silent.
But it gotta be musical, it gotta be musical.
Yes,
we have a show.
I feel you.
It gotta be musical.
Go ahead. We're waiting for you to sing. Go ahead.
Oh, me, damn.
Silent. Bye.
Hey, I will say this though. I was gonna laugh at something, but I'm gonna change it a little bit around. But I won some big money on that Ryan Garcia Devin Haney fight.
Yeah, I won 300. Me and my wife and I won 300. So we was happy.
There you go.
Man, Diesel, cut this shit.
I'm always
Bye.
All right. Hey, y'all have a good